Hey everyone, welcome to Adventures with Heckenback, non-camping edition. Today is Friday. We're not going camping this weekend. We got stuff to do at home, unfortunately. So Gina told me to show you guys how I converted our Coleman white gas stove to run on propane. I did some searching on the interweb and found out that this was manufactured between 1967 and 1979. It said on there that you can find the manufacture date stamped on the tank. Actually, it said the tank tabs, but I couldn't see anything stamped on them, so I don't know. Well, I guess let's open this up and see what's in here. I just got this from a friend's dad who found it in an old house that he had just bought, and he said that I could have it if I needed it. So I figured we can always use an extra Coleman stove. We have the fuel tank, which, oh hey, this still has fuel in it. This could be a $40–50 find here with the gas prices the way they are nowadays. Got the always necessary pump repair kit. I'll explain that later why it's always necessary. Looks like we got to do some evicting. Somebody was living in here, Mr. Mousy Mouse. No more house for you. Ick. So, basic run through on how this works. So you have the fuel tank. You fill it up with the Coleman white gas, Coleman fuel, whatever they call it in your neck of the woods. There, let me get this in there. Oh, sorry about that noise. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. So, you gotta put that in there. Hangs there like that. Like I said, make sure it's full, make sure it's down there tight. And then you gotta pump it, and pump it, and pump it. I'm not exaggerating, you pump it a lot there. Make sure it's sealed, everything. Turn this up, turn the gas on, and get it lit. You get it burning, it heats up this tube, vaporizes the fuel better, and then you can turn this back down, and you got a decent flame. Then this tube here feeds this burner, which is controlled by this butterfly valve over here. You open that up, you can light it, and you can do 2 burners. Well, the problem, like I said, I'll tell you about the pump repair kit, is it seems like you're always having to repair the pump. Replace it because it's not getting a good seal. The gas eats it up or something. I'm not sure what it is. But in the morning, I need a stove that I can just light it and get water going to make Gina coffee. That's the only thing that makes her happy in the mornings. Having her coffee ready for her. Yeah, that'll probably get cut out in editing. So, you set that aside because you can use it again. This is not a permanent conversion. One of the downsides to the LP is cold weather. I'm sure when you've been using propane on your grill, when it's cooler out, you can see some frost on the tank. Same thing with the Coleman stoves when you're camping. So the gas is better if you're doing winter camping, but I prefer the propane because I need the fire quick. So this is the conversion. This is made by Stan Sport. I believe I bought this on Walmart.com. I don't remember how much. I can probably look it up and have Gina put it on the screen for you. So you put this in there. That you gotta stretch this spring out and connect it to the side of the stove. That holds it in. Now let's put it down here. That's pulling up too high. Put it in there. And voila, you're done. Simple as that. Now we can put the propane on here. Let's turn this around the other way so that it's more on my table here. I'm using this 14-ounce cylinder instead of the green Coleman one. Same fuel. We had this one on the our big stove because the Coleman ones with that, it's a little wider. The big green one is kind of tight on here, so we were using these. Well, I guess we can check and see if this thing works. Crank it open. Hey, we have flame. Nice flame. I couldn't find any exact specs on the stoves on the internet, but I found that, you know, these burners rate anywhere from 7,500 BTU up to 12,500. So I would say these are probably in the 7,000 to 10,000 range. Let's turn this one on and see what we got out of this one. Oh, that one's not very good. Not bad. I had it going the wrong way. Yeah. That's wide open. Yeah. So I would say that's probably a 7,500. This is probably a 10. That's some good flow. Crank it up. Yeah, maybe they're both maybe 10,000. Hey, I might have got a good find here. A little clean up, de-mouse house it. Yeah. Maybe a little bit of paint. Put the old Adventures with Heckenback logo on the top of it. So, one of the downsides of the white gas, in my opinion, is how volatile it is. I mean, it is gas. It is gasoline. Same thing that you put in your car, except it's a little purer. You know how gasoline expands in the heat, and then what happens if it starts popping a leak on the seam, and you got it in the back of your camper, back of your truck, back of your car? Yeah, you got gas fumes. So like I said, the 425E, almost as old as Gina and I. But that big one you saw that we had at Salamone, that is a 413E, and that one is older than Gina and I. That was made between 1954 and 1961. Maybe I'll bring that powerhouse. I call it the powerhouse. I'm pretty sure that that's the name that Coleman gave it. And I'll show you a side by side. All right, so we've got the 425E, and this here, and maybe we'll start calling this one the old man. What do you think of that? This is the 413. It was manufactured between 1954 and 1961. So open it up. Looks basically the same. This has some hidden features. This here, flip it around, and it holds up the lid, so you can set pots and stuff on it. I got too much stuff on my workbench here to show you exactly. And both of them have windscreens for when it's windy out. Now this one, like I said, I've had this conversion for a while. I don't know if it's not quite long enough or it's starting to wear on the end, but it was leaking. So, same principle, fits in there, and everything. You know how it goes. So then hook it on there and you got your burners. But one of the features that I didn't realize what it was until I think it was on our road trip. Let me close this down. So we had a uneven, unlevel. So on our road trip we had an unlevel picnic table, and Gina needed the stove to be level. And that's when it dawned on me the feature that this stove has. It has legs. Adjustable legs. You have 3 different elevations. Oh, that one popped out. 3 different heights you can put them at. So you can adjust it if you have an unlevel picnic table. And you just pop back in and back down. Really, it's a lot smoother than this when you're not being filmed. So, this one needs cleaned. I don't know if I should delve into that right now or not. That could get into a lengthy process. But basically, you can take all these guts out. Burners come apart. Each one's a little, like, oh, I don't remember exactly, like 5 layers of flat and ribbed burner guts. You can pull that out, clean them, brush them off with a brass little wire brush. Blow all the carbon, and because you do get some silt build up inside the tubes and the burners. So that's it. I will maybe make another video on tearing this thing apart and cleaning it, but it's pretty good shape for being what, anywhere between 55 and 60 years old. So there you go, a Coleman conversion from white gas to propane. Painless and simple. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or if I was totally off the wall about any of this, because I'm not an expert on Coleman stoves by any means. The only thing I'm an expert at is making coffee for Gina. Thanks for watching.